Hey guys, welcome to the channel. All right, I've got a little challenge that I've had with the Watson 15x12 that I'm actually got an idea of how we actually might be able to fix it. So for those of you who don't know, the Watson 15x12, if I just turn it around here, out in the workshop, is a magnificent 1878 roughly studio camera that I've got. And it takes absolutely amazing photos. So, or wet plates, tintypes. So literally up on here, like my hand as an idea. So these things are actually truly massive. So, and I want to do a lot more because I've got my 4x5s that I take a heap of. And somewhere in here as well is I've actually, excuse the nudity, not allowed. Not allowed to say nudity on camera, am I? But I've also got my full plate Thornton Picard as well, which is just an amazing camera to shoot with. Anyway, although that looks a little bit wonky on its stand today, that's not my problem. My problem is when I'm here to mount the, is how do we get this studio camera onto a tripod in the studio? Because I'm about to show you, it's a little bit unwieldy the way that it goes at the moment. And if I flip this onto its side, actually we might just take this off for safety's sake. That's a beautiful f3 lens, also from about 1878, I believe. But I've done some mods on the side of this camera. Which allow it to take a decent thread. And the decent thread will allow me to take a normal head. But as I'm about to show you, that just doesn't work. It's just not safe. Because once I've got this threaded on, I don't have much support over something that's such a heavy camera. I literally just don't have enough support for the for the camera on the tripod. So we need a different solution. Let me just show you what it's like at the moment though. So if I bring Watson in here now and drop it onto this tripod, I think you'll all agree I've got to sort of balance it, feel underneath, hope that I get it on, put in and lock into place, sort of. Then, by the time I put a lens on and get things sorted, it's a bit dicey. Not only that, it's not actually the most stable either. So if we move across, we get very front heavy, top heavy. Terrified that the whole lot's going to actually fall over and end up on the floor, especially when I've got that really big, heavy, bulky lens at the front. So I've been looking for another solution for ages. Like I've literally, this studio camera in the 1870s used to come with its own trolley, fully adjustable, everything, beautiful wooden contraption. But I had enough trouble getting this back from the UK in a suitcase. Went about 35 kilos overweight on the plane. That's another story. So I had no chance of getting a studio base for it, but I've got to do something that's a lot better than this. So yeah, I've been literally scouting around all the antique shops in the area, all the second-hand stores in the area, and even prepared to try and build something myself to actually get this to operate. Not really being able to come up with anything sort of satisfactory until yesterday, when I was on eBay. Don't know why I was on eBay. Might have been looking at cameras, but don't tell my wife whenever it happens. And this popped up. Let's come around to the side. Hang on, I'll unspin you. Don't get dizzy. Definitely don't get busy. But one of these popped up. And what would that be, you say? This, if I don't get my fingers caught in the middle, is a motorbike stand. It's designed for putting a motorbike on and being able to wheel a motorbike around while you move it. Now, that I've got an adjustable foot height rest, and also can pneumatically drop it down as well. That, and it's incredibly stable. Like, it's designed for having 130 odd kilos on top of it. So that might just be a perfect solution. I can wheel it around, move as I need to, and then when I'm in position, I can lock down on the wheels. It's not going to move anywhere once it's all locked down. That might just be what we need. Now, it comes up to about 700, 800 mil, roughly. That's almost close enough. But if I want to stand, a bit hard to see here, but yeah, we're almost at standing height here. If I could go a bit higher and also go down low, then that would actually be perfect. So what I think is a nice little addition to that, if I wander through into the other part of the workshop, which is where all the building and stuff goes on, is been down to Bunnings, our local hardware store, gone for a caboodle kitchen, and they do what is called a one drawer base cabinet. So that's going to be about 600 by 600. Once I've built that up with a drawer, put some edging around it, stick that on the top of here, I should have a nice stable platform and a nice movable tripod. And look, also have a drawer in it to keep the other bits and pieces. So we might do a quick build to see what that's actually going to look like. So let's follow along. Now, we'll probably be doing this tomorrow, so because it's getting a bit warm here and it's evening, so down in Australia. So let's do a bit of a flick and we'll start to see it building now. And boom, we're back. Yes, next day. It's actually getting really hot. I think it's going to be about 38, 40 degrees in here. So somewhere around the old 100 Fahrenheit for those of you guys in cooler parts of the climes at the moment. So yeah, we're going to get on and get the cabinet made for this. There's a couple of other projects we've got in here which we'll do a video on shortly. So got some 3D printing of some silver tanks. Look out for an upcoming video on that. Got a heap of other projects on the go. Problem when I've got a workshop like this is it's full of projects, and yeah, actually need to get some of them done. All right, let's get on and get this top for the tripod built. And there we go. We now have a nice little drawer. Give us about another 250 mil higher. But I think what we might do is we might actually clad it and stain it. That'll go in with the whole theme of what we're doing with Watson, and sort of try and make it look a bit more period rather than just clinical with a drawer. So. Right, that's not a bad size. Actually, it's a bit bigger than I thought it was going to be, but well, realistically, that's okay. Bigger is probably better. And we'll have the drawer that'll open on the side here as well. I could put stuff underneath. So the only thing I'm thinking though, initially I was going to just do it as a full box. I might actually put a piano hinge on this so that I'm going to be able to tilt the camera this way. It might, like, I know we've got straight up and down, we can go up and down, but if I can get a bit of tilt on there as well, might help. I've obviously got tilt on the camera, and ultimately we want the camera to be, you know, always be level in all directions. Studio camera, I'm going to be on a level floor, so it shouldn't be a problem. But might just do it. It might just, even if we don't use it, it's there. So yeah, let's do that next. All right, we have a box. Actually looks pretty good, it's come up all right. Now all we need to do is we'll pop that onto the motorbike stand. A few more minutes, let's see how we go. Oh, it is heavy, I'll give it that. All right. Cool. I'll screw that down and then I'll come back to you. We'll see the finished product. And there we go. Just a nice little day's work. We've ended up with a drawer in to put stuff in, and yeah, we've got a full-on tripod. Way more stable. So, and it's as easy as just stick the foot on and we can go up and then adjust it up and down as needed. Right, let's see how that goes. All right, thanks guys, thanks for watching the video. We'll be back with another one shortly, I'm sure. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.